Sorry about the bell ringing on this last problem, so I'll just quick finish up number 20 before we finish up 21 and 22 on your review packet, chapter 9. So the question for number 20, we kind of finished up factoring a difference of two squares, but you could solve this one by completing the square, and then the bell rang, and so I kind of tried to work out finishing this one for you. But you should get two solutions, whether you do the square root method or factoring. That would be either either of those would be really easy choices for you to solve number 20, but you should get two solutions once you factor and then set each of your factors equal to 0. There are only two left on this page where you have some choice. For number 21, when I see a group that is squared, I right away think the square root method. What you want to do is isolate your group. So if you divide both sides by 2, you're going to get that group, x minus 6, that quantity squared, will now equal 16. And when you apply the square root to both sides, just don't forget to put a plus and minus for when you square root this answer of 16. So you're going to get plus and minus 4. Now I just graded your quizzes from chapter 9, and I noticed a lot of students were having trouble with this part right here and then getting the two correct answers. So I just want you to know that x minus 6 will equal positive 4 and x minus 6 could equal negative 4. And maybe writing them out, each of these two solutions, one for 4, one for negative 4, maybe that would be helpful for you. And then you want to add 6 to both sides for each of those cases. So in one case, you would get an answer of 10, and in the other case, when you add 6, you'd get an answer of 2. And maybe it would be easier for you, again, like I said, if you separate the solutions, one positive 4, one negative 4. Number 22 is my favorite on this page, and I'm going to pick factoring because it is actually already factored for you, so that it's the simplest one. Just set each factor equal to 0 to solve. So set your factor 5x minus 4 equal to 0, and when you solve, you want to add 4 to both sides. So for this one, this factor, you're going to get 5x is equal to 4, and if we divide both sides by that coefficient of 5, one of our answers is 4/5. If you want to convert that to a decimal, go ahead, but I'm just going to leave it as the fraction. And then my other factor now, 2x plus 1, if I set this equal to 0, I'm going to have 2x will then equal to negative 1 when I subtract 1 over. If I divide both sides by 2, I'm going to have x is equal to negative 1/2. All right, that's it for the page. You should be all done now, and this is just kind of a mix of problems that will look just like this on your test, where you'll get to pick which method you want. Notice on this page I did not do any completing the square just because it's not my preferred method, but you have choice. You can do factoring, square root method, you can do completing the square, or quadratic formula. You just got to find out which method works best for you and which method would work best for the problem you're given. I'm going to pause this video and then I will start a new video for the next page.